Hi everyone, Gina here, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Creatively Yours. I am really needing to do some reorganizing and purging in my craft area here. And right now I'm showing you probably one of the neatest parts of my area. But as you'll see soon, it's not pretty here. And definitely not pretty here. I just got through doing I have a bunch of canvases I'm working on and some key hook boards I'm working on. And I was also trying to get some cards done because I have a lot of birthdays in my family, and the other area over here is not very pretty either. So all the above spaces are okay. This I'm not too happy with. I want to make it work better. And this over here is just okay as well. The top of this part, it's good. Pretty much gonna keep that part the same, and also as well as this little corner area. That's my dog over there. She's pouting because I'm not paying attention to her right now. Here is a stack of right here is a stack of scrapbooks that I haven't worked on for years, and I need to get them organized. Back there is where I don't paint here because it's too nice and pretty over there, and I don't want to get paint everywhere. So I need to figure out something else to do. Here's my cart. It's not an IKEA cart, but I found it at Sam's, and I love the color of it. It goes in my kitchen area. So I was watching a few YouTubers, fellow YouTubers, and one in particular, she recently purged and reorganized her space, and I thought, you know, I think I should do that. Her name's One Happy Crafty Chick. Just, you know, she was just talking about how she decided to purge things that she's not using and haven't used in years. And, you know, I have a spot down here of, this is like old, like, I'm talking maybe 10 or more years old of paper and stuff. And here's some of my newer stuff, but I'm not really like a scrapbooker anymore. I actually transitioned. I was a traditional scrapbooker for a long time. Then I became a digital scrapbooker, then digital designer. So I have a lot of digital elements to use for my scrapbooking. Then I decided to kind of mix them both. And then I use a lot of these supplies for my card making and my art journaling. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I could probably purge out some more things. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because I have a lot of things in here that I don't use, haven't used. And over here, especially in these cubbies, these are the least used things, overflow if you will. And those 3 baskets are things that I alter. Here is like some of my paints and stuff, and here's some like other things I keep in storage, and all the way up to here. But I don't really come over here, so yeah, it's a lot of this and that's over there. And then in here, I just want to give an idea of some of these things that they're okay. And then I have this one that has really nothing here. And so I think I need to reorganize and remodify. This is my mixed media, my art, where I keep my different projects and paintings, and it's kind of packed in there. So the reason why I kind of say I need to redo this whole area is because I kind of need to make room for things. Let me push my cart of, this is the main stuff I use in my artwork stuff. And so I keep most of my mostly used items there. And then in here is this old pictures and old, you know, photo albums and stuff. You don't want to see that. And here I have some this and that stuff, okay? And I don't even use the Sizzix that much. I even bought this and I hardly use it. And I don't know why I bought that. I guess because it's cute and it matched my kitchen. That's probably the only reason, not really a good reason. Those are some pictures. A lot of my pictures are still in my computer, different EHDs. And now this is my stash of boxes of flowers that I got from Prima. So I've yet to alter those. And I bought me a step maker. See that? That is that Teresa Collins step maker that I got for the end of last year. My intention is to make stamps, and I have yet to even learn how to make stamps. So I need to actually use that. So here are some projects I've got. And so the problem is that I don't really want to show too much of my kitchen because I'm having company. I have my nephews over, and my kitchen's not that clean right now, but I'll just get a little peek. But you can see how my kitchen is connected to my workspace here. So I do need to keep everything in these spaces so that when we have company or people come over, it's not like this here and everywhere else with open cubbies. Even though I love open cubbies, but I just can't do that in this area right now. And then my husband does not like this desk. He does not want it. He does not want it in here. But I really love it because it's got a lot of space, but I'm not even using it because I have my computer, my laptop on it. So I kind of had to refigure this out. Now I'm going to pause and I'm going to show you other areas that I keep stuff. And that's why I'm saying I need to purge and just put everything pretty much in here. Almost everything in here. Now this right here is a jewelry box that I keep all my jewelry making supplies plus some pieces I already have made. And over here is where I keep an overflow of extra beads that didn't fit in there. And I do have other areas, like one of these things here, these white things, has other like charm making stuff in there. So everything gets all cluttered. It's not really working for me. And I want to make it more of a flow in this area when I'm working. I don't want it to be like this all the time. I want it to look, yeah, a little bit nicer, but not that perfect because, you know, it's a working space. I just need to make it work for me. So I'm going to pause now and I'm going to go to a different area where I have other stuff that I use. Okay, so here is my guest room. And I do have a little old teddy bear collection. As you can see, this is from when I was a young girl. Up here I have a few paintings that are in my guest room area. I keep them on my walls. Now this Amora unit was a gift, but friends of ours, they moved and they decided to donate it to us. Outside is my front window here. So, but as you can see, it's really bulky in here. And again, excuse the bed, it's because I have my nephews here and it's not tidy in here right now. So in this thing, I have projects that I've finished. They're like, you know, there's in those baskets, I have things ready to sell. I have old magazines. I don't even remember what I have there. And just things that I never use, I never grab. Over in this little thing is my printer and different supplies, office supplies, and this is my sewing machine, and a basket of yarn is in there somewhere. I used to have a table, a small skinny table here that I had my sewing machine on, and I had liked the way I set that up. It wasn't a permanent solution, but it worked for my sewing machine. But now I can't even sew if I want to. So I'm thinking we're gonna sell this. Even though it's beautiful, it's just way too big for this room, as you can see. The bed is just like squished in here. It's a small bed anyways, but it's just that this is a small room and that piece is too big. Over here is an antique dresser that I keep like wrapping paper, tissue paper, gift boxes, those sort of things. I need to organize and just decorate better in here. I just hadn't had a chance. Now this closet, this room was actually my old art room. And I had a bunch of shelves up and I had a bunch of, you know, cubbies and all that. But when we got ready to get my little girl, we had actually, this whole part was open. Even that top part was open. It was so I can use this whole area for my, everything you've seen in the other room was put in here, plus all over these walls, all with cubbies and stuff. So we had to take everything out, and of course not everything could fit over there because I have a lot of different things. And like this is again tissue paper, old office supplies, photo paper, that sort of thing, envelopes. On this side is now where I'm really frustrated with this area. I need to do something better. There's a lot of my drawings, my artwork that I sketch out, prints that are already in frames to sell, just jammed in there because I have nowhere else to put them, and notebooks of ideas and old sketches and things like that. And then this is just, I don't know, a bunch of just this and that, because I tried using this room as a little personal office as well, and I am just not organized. I'm not good with that, but I need to make an effort because I could do it if I put my mind to it. And up there is some patterns of things I've never ever sewed. I've never used those patterns. I bought them on a sale or clearance one time at Joann's, and a lot of different felt and fabrics that are here and there in this area. And that's just one area that I have my sewing stuff. So as you can see, I have a lot of purging and reorganizing to do because I want to make this room flow as well, because it's kind of connected to my art space in a way. But I need to make this just a more of a business slash sewing room, guest room. So I don't know if that's possible, but I do know that this thing is not working in here. It's beautiful, but it's just too big for the space, so we have yet to decide what's going to happen there. But I just wanted to include this room into what I was talking about earlier about having to get my things better organized. Okay, and there's one more area. I'll be right back. We're going to go in there right now. And last but not least, here is my, well, I don't really know what to call this area. It's where I usually do like my wood painting, crafty stuff. I guess you could call it a tinkering area. I always tell my husband, oh, I'm going to be in the garage tinkering. So this is my tinkering area. I have all kinds of stuff that I was planning to make into something. I have all kinds of old bottles of paint in here. I keep my nice new paints in the cupboards you saw in the first room. Again, my husband, I told you my nephews are here, so this area is even messier than it usually is because he took them fishing earlier today, and so those are still there. Hiding back here are some boxes or totes filled with some more fabric, and those are big totes filled with fabric. These are scrap pieces of wood because I'm planning to make some wood pieces that I'm going to paint on them and sell for like yards and stuff. So I have a lot of like getting organized pieces, but I don't have it organized. It's just all thrown out in here. It's because it's been kind of hot anyways to actually work in here. This is my husband's area of his tools and his different things, so kind of messy over there. And these were actually my daughter's old bedroom set. We put it in here to organize just other random things. And in here I'm not going to even open these, but they are full of just like Christmas decorations and seasonal decorations. But this is the other area where I keep some overflow of supplies. It's one of those, you know, shelves that you get from Lowe's, or we got at Home Depot. So these right here are all fabrics. These right here are other wood pieces and ribbons and beads that just don't have room for over there. I don't use them all the time. These are empty boxes here, and these are some other things that I paint. They're like keyboard things that I paint. So as you can see, this is just an extra area of space. And then my husband wants to always park the cars in here, so I can't really set up a permanent studio in here, because before I was talking about maybe I should make one side of the garage just be my art room or area and have everything all in one place, but that's not going to happen. So anyways, this is my area for the tinkering, mainly when I'm sanding and painting, not painting my wood, my canvases, but it's when I do the sealing, you know, when you spray, seal, coat of paint, and varnishing, sanding, all that sort of things goes on in here. And a lot of stuff is stuff I haven't touched in years. I probably could get rid of a lot of this stuff. So I do need to purge. I need to get rid of the old stuff that's been sitting here not being used, and I don't have time to even think of using, and I should just really keep the things that I have actual plans for, because there's too many things like stuffed in the corners and stuffed in the sides. I don't even know what's in there. I don't have time to even think about that, especially since I'll be a homeschool mom as well. So I just want to simplify, and my see, I have another, these are like old drawers and I don't even know what's in there. I don't. So honestly, I just don't know why I'm keeping them. And so yeah, this is not pretty at all. And so I was just showing the before, the purge and reorganizing. And I have hope that I'm going to make all these spaces, this area and the first two areas I showed, to be really, really nice when I'm done. So let me pause again and I'll be right back. So I'm going to just give one more little look here at this space as the before the purge and reorganizing. And so like some of these are working and some of them are just sitting there. And same over here. And I had to just make myself really think about, why am I keeping some of this stuff? A lot of it's old supplies from, like these are markers that I don't use because I forget I have them here. And then they dry up by the time I use them. That's an empty drawer, so I have more space. And then down here is some napkins I use for my decoupaging, but like these are old stamps and I'm not even sure. These are old supplies for when I'm painting. Down there, again, old stamp pads that I don't even use. I should probably just get rid of them and make room for the stuff that I've been wanting and the design teams I'm hoping to get into. See, like that is this bunch of stuff I threw in a basket and I threw it down there. It's not even serving a purpose. It's taking up space. And you know, like this thing I've had for years, and I actually use this effectively because I could slide it over to that corner where I usually have it. And I have all the papers I use for my collaging, card making, and you know, they're just they're the good papers I use, the scraps of them. And then when I'm done working with this, I gotta still put all the back away. So when everything gets all pulled out, so in other words, because I don't have a good system, this is what always happens when I'm working on a project. And this is what makes me kind of hesitate sometimes, because I know I'm going to make a big mess doing a project. So I really need to think this over, and I really wish I could afford a professional. But at the same time, I usually am the one that's all picky about what I do. But like, this is a good idea of how I do get when I focus on being organized. I can make things look really nice together. And that is, you know, what I enjoy seeing. But this is, I like the way this is organized. I can see what I have and it's easy for me to use it. But when everything is put away in these, I cannot see what I have. And then like I said, I don't use it. So I need to just figure out a way to do this. And so I'm going to post this as a before video. And if anybody has any ideas they would like to offer, I'm willing to hear out some ideas. The purging especially, I do need help with purging. Some people are better at that. I have a hard time. I actually used to have a lot more things. You know, the garage space I showed you was actually stuffed with old projects, old supplies from over 10 years ago. Things that I don't even do, forgot about how to even do them, or don't care to do them. So yeah. Now up here I may change a few things out, but basically most of it's the way I like it. I just need to make the rest of this work, and so I wanted to share in case there's anybody else out there that's been kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with my stuff, and just let you know you're not the only one, and I'm going to share my process as I go through it. Thank you for hearing me out, and hope you all have a good week. Creatively yours, Gina. Bye.